Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to YARDCHAT Live. We are live this morning. Listen, people. You want to live, you want to be on the streets. Let me tell you something. People, Sean, what? Gathright? People. Life in prison without parole. No chance of getting out. And I have a video, a voice recorder I'm going to share with you guys this morning. And this is a warning to young black men in the community. If you are in the state of Florida and you decide to take another person's life, you will be in prison for the rest of your life as a number. You will never get out of prison, according to the law in Florida. Warning. This is a warning to people that think the streets is their friend. You don't have no friend on the streets, guys. And when you put yourself in a certain situation and get caught up, and now you are being dealt with, you're 20 years old, you will never, ever, ever get out of prison. The key is they don't even have a key for your cell. Once it's locked, it's locked. He's sentenced to life. They spare his life because he begged for his life. He begged for his life. I'm going to share a recording with you guys what the jail system is saying in Florida to young black men, to anybody, but especially to young black men that want to go to Florida and think that they're going to do some wicked things and think they're going to get away with it. They have another thing coming. Another thing coming, guys. Let me share this voice recorder. What Florida is about is throwing down at this man here. Okay? And what custody if you were sentenced to life without parole? Mr. Gaathright's age, physical abilities, things like that. Do you think that the prison would benefit from him in what custody if you were sentenced to life? Listen, people, listen. Not only just in prosecution, but as former ward and even as a jail administrator, he's someone that's young, he's healthy. In reality, we need that labor, we need that sweat equity. We will put it at work because we do have an aging prison population, jail administration. We have that, so we put these young individuals to work and get some sweat equity out of them since they are young and actually can do the work. Talk about life without parole and death row for jurors' education is. Oh, you guys hearing that? Oh, you guys, this is what this man, this is the man, this is the administration. Let me rewind that and play it for you guys again. Listen, guys. That the president would benefit from him and what custody if he were sentenced to life without parole. Let me get into this before we get into this video. They're talking about the prison is getting old people is in prison. They need young people who's young, healthy. Instead of giving them the death penalty, let them stay in prison for life and work blood, sweat, and tears for the rest of their life. They're going to die as a number. He's going to explain that, guys. They're going to die as a number in prison. My experience, not only just in prosecution, but as former ward and even as a jail administrator, he's someone that's young, he's healthy. In reality, we need that labor, we need that sweat. Because we do have an jail administration, we have that, so we put these young to work and get some sweat equity out of them since they are young and actually can do the work. Talk about life without parole and death row, but for our jurors' education in Florida, what does a life sentence without parole mean? Life sentence in the Florida Department of Corrections means from the minute they're brought in, they're assigned an inmate number. He will be assigned an inmate number, and when he dies and leaves in a body bag, he will still have that inmate number. An inmate serving life will never ever get out. There is no parole in the state of Florida. They're not ever allowed outside the wire and the fence of a secure facility. Mr. Gathright.
So Sean, who on the line, Julio Foolio, will be he's 20 years old. He will spend the rest of his youth and life and adulthood in prison. He will never see the day of light again. People, he's in prison and there is no key. It's only one way in, no way out. There is no key for him to get out. There's no parole. There is no board hearing. There's nothing. He's going to work for the rest of his life because the warden, the administration is saying that the prison population is getting old. They need new blood, young, black, strong men. Welcome, guys. You want to go that route? You think the street is good? Kodak Black, all these people talking about he's shaving his head, a clean start. Listen, you need to change your life quick because all those things you're doing in Florida, it's going to add up. It's going to add up. It's going to add up. And they're going to throw the book at you just like they threw the book at this guy. Life imprisonment. No chance of parole. No chance of hearing. Nothing. That is your life. 20 years old. What a life. And we know what prison brings. We know. We could all speculate. We could all speculate and know what going on. We see movies, and it's probably worse than that in life. There's no hope for him to, oh, I'm going to get a chance to get out. No. You're young, you go in there, you know what time it is. Once you go in prison, you know what time it is. But that's the life he chose. And guess what? It's given. No one forced you to do these things. You did it willfully, and now it's time to pay the piper. You know, people could talk all they want. That's why I keep telling people, YARDCHAT, you are responsible daily. That's what it is, people. It's not a coincidence that I make this channel. People don't want to listen. Young black men don't want to listen and find themselves in prison. And now you're doing life in jail. Not in jail, in prison. In a maximum. That means you probably see 1 hour a day of light or less than that, 30 minutes or 15 minutes. I don't know, but they have to give you sunlight. Could that be considered inhumane? Okay? Press like, share the video, guys. So this what's going on in Florida. So all these people doing all these crime in Florida Florida is a very, very tough law when it comes down to putting their foot down on people's neck. And right now, Sean, there's no foot on his neck no more. You have bricks. Layer and layer of bricks. He's buried. He's a number now. He's a number in the system. Just like this guy said, he's a number in the system now. So anything could happen to him. Who you gonna run to? What? Yeah, you could request for a transfer, but you're going from one fire. You jump out of the frying pan right into the fire. So now you're gonna have to live like that, cope with that, because that's your life. That's your life. Wow, man. I'm telling you, man, black people don't learn. We don't learn, guys. We don't learn. Let me play it again. I hope people listening. Listen, this guy spending the rest of his life in prison. The reason why they saved his life from the death penalty, because the administration of the prison said they need young black men. They need people to work. They need laborers, sweat and tears. That's what this man is telling you. Listen. Physical abilities, things like that. That the prison would benefit from him and work Of course, the prison gonna benefit him.
Modification, but as former ward and even as jail administrator, he's someone that's young. He's healthy. In reality, we need that labor. We need that sweat equity. We will put that work because we do have an aging prison population, jail administration. We have that, so we put these young individuals to work and get the sweat equity out of them since they are young and actually can do the work. We talk about life without parole and death row, but for our jurors' education in Florida, what does a life?
That is the jail administration speaking about this young man that is young. Now look, reality now. This is reality right here. Look, closing his eyes. Yeah. Closing your eyes ain't gonna make no difference now. The backside is going to prison for the rest of your life because you took someone's life. And let's continue.
Sentence in the Florida Department of Corrections means from the minute they're brought in, they're assigned an inmate number. He will be assigned an inmate number, and when he dies and leaves in a body bag, he will still have that inmate number. An inmate serving life will never ever get out. There is no parole in the state of Florida. They're not ever allowed outside the razor wire and the fence of a secure facility. Gathright, age, physical abilities, things like that.
That's how it is, guys. So these people that want to go to Florida and think Florida is joking, go there. And I don't know why the black community is so heavy in Florida. I know it's a very Caribbean orientated, everybody's there. But listen, let me tell you something, people. Go to Florida, keep going to Florida, keep doing what you're doing, keep living on the streets, keep thinking the street gonna benefit you. And now look, free my boy. Free who? Free this murderer? Man, listen, the man is found guilty in trial and he's facing life without parole. They saved his life for giving life in prison because he would have been given the death penalty. We talking about free my innocent, free my boy innocent. Innocent of what? What are you talking about, Zach? Nobody's playing God. So you think he should get slapped on the wrist for taking someone's life? Stop it. He's not the only one. He's one of the killers. So what are you talking about? What are you talking about, man? Wake up. Smell the coffee, man. What are you talking about, bro? You saying nothing got to do with him? That's what you're saying? What are you saying? You saying that they got the wrong person? It's not just him, man. They got other people that was involved too. I think they got about 3 or 4 more other people. So it's not just him. Now he's closing his eyes.
Its age, physical abilities, things like that. Do you think that the prison would benefit from him in a work capacity if he were sentenced to life without parole? I say yes. From my experience, in this case, but as former ward and even as jail administrator, he's someone that's young. He's healthy. In reality, we need that labor. We need that sweat. We do have a prison population, jail administration. We have that, so we put these young individuals to work and get some sweat equity out of them since they are young and actually can do the work. We talk about life without parole and
So now, you hear what this man said? The jail population is getting old, so they need young, healthy black men. Welcome. So if you like free meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, free bed, free housing, you don't want to work, you just want to do what you want to do, perfect place for you to go. Perfect place. If you just want to exist in society, don't care about nothing, about life, you don't care about other people, you don't love yourself, you just want to exist and do what you want to do and just suffer the consequences, that's a perfect setting for you. It's waiting. It's an open invitation. If you're willing or you willing and able to go there to do those things, Florida said, come on. We got a place for you. We got a place where you're going to work, you're going to make money, you're going to make money, you're going to work, you're going to make money, you're going to work, and you're not going to make no money. You're just going to work, 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 work for the rest of your life. Because as when you serve life in prison, Florida, there is no chance of you getting out. You are just a number. You are just a number. I'm telling you. You are just a number. So let's continue this.
Gathright physical abilities, things like that. Do you think that the prison would benefit from him in a work capacity if he were sentenced to life without parole? I say yes. From my experience, not only just in prosecution, but as former ward and even as jail administrator, he's someone that's young. He's healthy. In reality, we need that labor. We need that sweat equity at work because we do have an 18 prison population, jail administration. We have that, so we put these young individuals to work, get the sweat equity out of them since they are young and actually can do the work. We talk about life without parole and death row, but for our jurors' education in Florida, what does a life sentence without parole mean? Life sentence in the Florida Department of Corrections means from the minute they're brought in, they're assigned an inmate number. He will be assigned an inmate number, and when he dies and leaves in a body bag, he will still have that inmate number. An inmate serving life will never ever get out. There is no parole in the state of Florida, and they're not ever allowed outside razor wire and the fence of a secure facility. Mr. Gathright physical abilities, things like that. Do you think that?
So that's it, guys. You saying God is not the author of confusion, but of peace? Yes, you're right. So you're trying to say this young man, Sean Gathright, should not be dealt with for what he did? He took someone's life. He took Julio Foolio life. So now he's being dealt with. He's one of the killers, that responsible and must and being held accountable for his action. Now he's being dealt with the consequences. Now you can't close your eyes now and say, "Oh my God, what happened?" This is what happened. This is reality. You know what I mean? Guys, press like, share the video, guys. What's going on? Nobody. I had a like and somebody took it back. Wow, guys, come on. Do better than that. Come on, guys. I'm on for almost 20 minutes. No one liked the video. We had over like 12, 13, 14, 15 people in the chat. 6 people in the chat. No one liking the video. This is just reality, guys. I'm not coming up here bashing no one. I'm speaking facts and reality. You see what's going on in our community. I'm not saying these things just to be mad. I'm not saying these things to be upset and mad. I'm speaking truth and facts. If you like this type of behavior, hurting each other, then guess what? They have a place for you. No one is telling you to do these things. You make these decisions on your own. So therefore, you have to be held accountable. He must be held accountable, guys. So there is no God in this now. Was God in it when he was taking that young man's life? So don't say God is the author of confusion. He is the author of confusion. None of that was of God. So therefore, if you're not serving God, who are you serving? God didn't tell you to go take that person's life. You listen to that voice. You listen to that voice, and now that voice abandoned you. Now you now this is reality right here. This is reality. This is the look of reality. This reality right here. So don't come in and put God. God is not in this. Okay. Yes, he can be. Yes, he can get forgiven. Done, Hooli. It doesn't matter if he asks for it. You don't take laws in your hands. You see, this is the problem. See, you're not under the right spell of righteousness. That's the problem. You're on negativity. You're too much into the world propaganda, and you're not looking at things realistically. And look, he took another person's life. So you're trying to say there's place for society for people like that? No, you should be dealt with. So therefore, I don't believe in the death penalty. Yes, he begged for his life, but guess what? He begged for his life, but now you will spend the rest of your life in prison. You're 20 years old. That's all you're going to know. Forget about the world. Forget about what you knew for 20 years. It's done. That type of lifestyle is done. It's over. Reality. Closing your eyes now. Now you got to suck it up and go in prison. As soon as you go in there, you're given a number and you'll die with that number because you are not part of society. You consider outcasts. You hear what they say? You would never go back in society. You would never. So what that's telling you? So you trying to tell me, oh, God is God of all of peace? Come on, stop. I believe in God, but don't listen to that voice. This voice is very tricky. This voice is very tricky out in the world right now, telling all these kids out there to do all these crazy things to unalive each other. And now, a young man, a young 20-year-old man, young man, look at this, 20 years old, 20 years old, testifying, but you did something. You did this. You took someone's life. You took someone's life. Yeah, he said that's what he said. So hey, they got him. Well, it doesn't matter, man. People have to be held accountable. You don't think so? You don't think so? People should be held accountable? You think I'm wrong? See, you're so upset at me. See, you're in the chat. You don't even want to like the video. You're not even you're chatting in the video. But no one is say, let me press the like button. Let me share the video. Your chat, you're right because I'm speaking truth. But nobody want to support me. See, that's how you know when people's full of crap. And I'm not begging for likes. I'm not. If you like the video, like it. If you don't like the platform, you don't like it. That's what I mean. But you know what I mean. You come into the live. You see what's going on here. You cannot run from reality. This is reality, guys. You don't get no real in this. This is reality 101. This is real world. And that's what my podcast bring. Real truth, real things, real facts. Not no go in the studio and make up like I'm a content creator. I'm not no content creator. I'm a commentary. I'm a realistic commentary. I deal with life. I speak on my thoughts. I share my experience. I share my thoughts. I share my views. You know what I mean? I just, I just put me in certain situations where, wait a minute, what possessed you and that hatred boiling you so much that it turned over for you to take someone's life? That is not of God. Then the people going to say, oh, God would never tell you to do that. What voice you listening to? You see, the thing is, sometimes the enemy that we're facing come in like an angel of light, a deceiving light, and we have to know who we dealing with. Because let me tell you something, people, this force that we're dealing right now in the world is rough. People think, oh yeah, no, we have a force in the world that want to take over young people's mind. And the reason why these young people have mental issue, I already spoke about that mental issue and all type of issue, because they're mentally weak. They're not being fed. The foundation is weak. The home is broken. There's no family value no more. Nothing in society is valued anymore. Only thing society value right now is money and possession. That's it. Morals, character, respect, and manners. That's nobody care about those things. Money speak. They said money speak, BS walk, right? That's how it is. Thank you, man. Thank you. Like, subscribe. I thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I appreciate you, Zach. I appreciate you very much. Big up to Zach. Where you from, Zach? Where are you from? A lot of people say, "Oh, YARDCHAT, you so biased." I'm not biased. People say, "Oh, you talk about black people," but majority of things that's going on in the world that you see in the community, in our community, is black people doing the propaganda. They don't want to take responsibility and accountability for their action. Then they want to blame racism. Yes, racism exists, but is that the main problem? No. The main problem is within our community. Like this, right now. You took someone's life. Now you're a young man. You're going to be in prison for the rest of your youth. Your young youth, young adult, and old and older. You're going to be in there. There's no getting out. There's no, oh, let me go to the board. I did 20 years. Can I get out? In 20 years, you're 40. Okay? In 10 years, I'm going to break it down in decades. In 10 years, you're 30. Right? Another 10, you're 40. Another 10, you're 50. You already did 30 years already. 30 years. There is no, oh, let me go to the board. Oh, can I get out? No, you're not getting out. Who are you going to go to? You're not getting out. So, oh my God, I just did 50 years. Still young. Next thing you know, you're 60. Not that old. Still kind of young. You know what I mean? Next thing you're 70. Now you're getting up there. Now you're 80. You're done. Your life is done. You spend your life in jail. You're going to reflect all those things in your first 20 years of life. Oh, I should have done this. I should have did this. I should never hang around with these people. I know I shouldn't have done that. But it doesn't matter. Yes, God could forgive you now. Here now. This is how forgiveness of God could come in and give you a peace of tranquility in your life now. God could give you peace, but guess what? You're still in that predicament. You're still dealing with the consequences of what you did from 20 years, from you was 20. God could forgive you, yes, but you still are being dealt with. But you're going to have peace in God. You're going to, but you're going to have some challenges. Not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy, but that's the predicament you put yourself in. So now there is no, oh, let me rewind, let me restart. No, this is not a game. Life is not a game. People don't understand. You get one spin. This spin never go back. It's always going forward. Time don't stop for you. Or you think you're special? No, time don't stop for you. Who are you? You think you're above God? You think you're above time? No. So therefore, continue your propaganda, young people. Continue your propaganda and find yourself in a predicament like this young man that's spending the rest of his years and life in prison. He's 20 years old. Never, ever, 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 ever will get out. The cell that he's in, there is no key to it. There's no key to it. So this is a warning to all them young black men out there. Me and Zach both in Florida from Gettysville. Like and subscribe. Thank you, man. Thank you, A-Box. Appreciate it. People don't understand Florida. You don't joke. As simple as Florida is, you go there, you go to Collins Boulevard, you go to the beach, Collins, whatever Collins Ave, you go to the beach, you go to all the resort, you're having fun. Key West, I've been there, done that. But I went there majority of the time. You know what I mean? I went there, I was with I was dating my wife at the present time. That was the first vacation we went on. We went to Florida. When we just started dating like a week. And I said, let's go to Florida. And I thought she forgot about it. So we're gonna go to Florida. And that's how we got married. And 15 years later, we married, have two boys. You know what I'm saying? But we went there. I didn't go there by myself looking. You know what I mean? I'm like, it was crazy, people. It's crazy. And people do crazy things in Florida and think Florida, you see a lot of the sexual assault case, a lot in Florida. A lot of that in Florida. A lot of the underlining and people. The same thing with takeoff, right? Takeoff happened in Florida. Same. It's something. Oh, Kodak Black, Florida people. Why? See, Florida is a state is very attractive. It's a she, and it's run. It's a she, and it's money. Florida is for people who have money because it unless if you have a professional, you're nursing like I am, or in a field, mental health, or construction, or in some type of profession where you could get a job. Or if you go there, you probably work at Wendy's, fast food, Walmart, all these. But if you really Home Depot, nothing wrong with that. Still honest dollar if you want to, nothing wrong with that. But if you want to be really, it's a rich state. A lot of people go there, retire. A lot of professionals, a lot of doctors, a lot of people there, a lot of famous people go there because it's a state of, you want to say, party. It's party. It's a party city. Same thing as New Orleans, a party city. You gotta be careful. You don't know who's lurching in the corner. And for this man to get caught up in this type of crime, now you are responsible daily. Yard. That's what YARDCHAT stands for. Challenge at times. We're gonna have challenge in life, guys. We're gonna have ups and downs, but is everything that we think in our mind, we're gonna act it out? People, I can wake up sometime and think everybody have this experience. And if you don't have this, you're a liar. Just be real. I'm just being transparent. You wake up in the morning, you have some negative thoughts. Do we entertain it? Do we act on it? No. You say, you know what? No. I'm not going to listen to that voice call. What are you saying? No. So you just let it fly. You don't pay attention. You just let it just go out. And you bring yourself to a point where you say, you know what? You have to do self-checkup. You got to do self-care. And that's one thing in working in mental health for over 12 years with teenagers, young adults to 25, from like we had like a 12-year-old. This 12-year-old just out of control, but we got him to what do you call it, to what's the word, Jesus, baseline, and to calm down back, to have some type of self-control. And sometimes you find a lot of these people that do these crimes, they don't have they had past traumas, they had issue in their childhood, traumatized, this, that, sexual abuse, all type of things going on in their life. And they never dealt with it in their teenagers, and they brought all of this luggage and baggage into the young adult, 18, 25 years old. That's why all of these age group, they have mental problems because they're family, man. It's the family structure, man. It starts from home, guys. Without family, without foundation, it's rough. It's a foundation that a lot of people are suffering with, the young people, and they're struggling how to deal with certain problems because a lot of them don't have no fathers in the house. Keep it real. And not making excuses, but I'm working in that field. This is what I experience and see over the years. And now I'm in nursing. It's kind of the same thing when for older people, because a lot of people now that are coming in, even though they had, like, I work in a narrow unit, they have stroke, seizures, or whatever that, whatever it is, some brain issues, or terminally ill, brain, whatever. When they come in, their body is so, my God, it's so, what do you call it? I don't want to use that, say, like, the body is so damaged, on top of physical damage and top of mental damage. Because some of these people, they're confused because they've been living like this. They come in, their hygiene is not up to par. It's bad. It's like, wow. All of that take a play because when mental illness hit you guys, one of the first thing, and I know that mental illness is not of God. It's a devil. It's a demon. It's a demon thing, because the first thing a mental health person do when they don't care what they do, their health. It's not just their health, mental. It's their body, physical. Stop taking showers, stop doing brushing their teeth. And all these things. And what person, right, in their right mind will go for days and days, unless if you're in a situation where you don't have access, or you're in a situation where it's kind of rough, where you don't have access to water to take a bath, but you have access to these things. People, as bad as thing in New York City, when it get hot, they open the hydrant. You know, there's ways, if you're homeless in New York City, if you really mentally stable, but a lot of these people, they're not mentally stable, so they neglect this thing. They neglect their hygiene, and especially in the mental stage. That's number one. Because if you neglect your hygiene, that means you're not mentally at the capacity to make any type of right decision for your life. You're just existing. You start eating out the garbage can. You start, uh, your parents start, you stop caring. You don't care no more who see you, and your pride is gone. You don't have, this, yourself gone. Yourself, you're just gone. And it's sad, you know what I mean? But another thing also we got to take in play, where we have Dave, also in Florida, and it's always Florida. This is how I look at it, guys. And I hope, and I always said to myself, I hope FBI really listen to my podcast and see that I kind of pick sense out of nonsense. I look at it fine. I look outside. My commentary is different. It's like FBI, right? They have to. The way I look at it over the years, how this thing go is New York, Florida, and California. That is those three major states where a lot of sex trafficking, a lot of crimes are taking place. Don't you know it's always California and Florida? It's not say crime not taking place, but a major that make like news, breaking news. It's always those two states in New York, three states. So you know what I mean? All these things are taking place, but it's the same thing with the Epstein, with the P. Diddy, every major cases have probably is most likely in Florida or California. Why? Because those states are very, very loose when it come down to those type of, it protects instead of like expose. And sometimes when you expose those things, it's like Celeste, it costs your life. It took death to expose what Dave was doing, and now look, now he's being held accountable. And listen, allegedly, guys, I got to say allegedly because in the court of the law, you are innocent and proven guilty in the United States Constitution, and we have to obey the law of the land, and that's a problem right now. People do not want to obey the law of the land, even if you don't agree with it. But that's the obey of the land. So you can have people that go out in society breaking laws. You're gonna have chaos. You're gonna have chaos. And listen, you know what I mean. Listen. I'm a firm believer. If you do a crime, you should do the time and you should be dealt with. Not saying this had nothing to do with God. God could forgive you, but man said you have to be dealt with. And due to the harsh of this crime, Sean Gathright got life in prison. Instead of getting a death penalty, he got life in prison. He begged for his life, and they gave him life in prison. So here is a clip, a video, or a voice record I'm going to share with you guys again to give you guys an idea what await this young man when he go into prison system. Because right now, when he enter in the prison system, he's just a number, and he's just a number. And let's just play this again so you guys get an idea what like that speaking about. Not say if you were sentenced to life without parole. My experience, former ward and even as jail administrator, he's someone that's young, he's healthy. In reality, we need that labor, we need that sweat work, because we do have an jail administration. We have that, so we put these young individuals to work to get some sweat equity out of them since they are young and actually can do the work. Talk about life without parole and death row for jurors education in Florida. What does a life sentence without parole mean? Life sentence in the Florida Department of Corrections means from the minute they're brought in, they're assigned an inmate number. He will be assigned an inmate number, and when he dies and leaves in a body bag, he will still have that inmate number. An inmate life will never ever get out. And not ever allowed outside the razor wire and the fence of a secure facility. So you heard that. So, like I said, thank you for the people that like the video and subscribe. Thank you very much, Zach. Thank you very much, A-Box. I appreciate it. I appreciate your time. I appreciate you taking time. So, my platform is not to beat on any type of particular gender or ethnic background, religion, culture. No, I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're from Mars with an eye going the back of your neck. This is mentally and physically wrong for anyone to analyze someone, take someone's life, even Dave to dismember a young girl. She even begin to live life. These people have to be dealt with. And we don't know. In California, death penalty is there in California. And Dave also was 21 years old. So we got to understand what is going on in society, what is going on to our young people. Listen, the enemy have our young people, and young people is the future, right? It doesn't matter what color you are. But the problem that I have in our community, what we see in our community, you have a lot of Latino and Black are doing these ingrievous things to one another. I'm not saying Asian doesn't do it. I'm not saying Caucasian people. I'm not saying Indian people. I'm not saying I'm not saying other people don't do it. They all do it. But what I'm saying is, do you see a lot of Asian people out there, mental illness on the street, and do you see a lot of even Jewish out there? They're all out there, but they are protected. They are cared for. They're not on the street going crazy doing other crimes. You know what I mean? And that's the problem in our community. We don't want to face that there's a mental issue in the Black community, in the community in general, people. For mental illness, I work with all type of people, especially in the hospital now, and I see Asian, I'm seeing Black, and I'm seeing white, I'm seeing Spanish, I'm seeing every Russian, I'm seeing Jewish, I'm seeing every person that you could think of. All have mental illness, and coming with their health is just decaying rapidly. who have feet sores, who have all type of things, heart. It's just a mess. For the last 20 years in this country, man, it's been a turn, and it's not a turn for the best. Why? Because the evidence where do we see the evidence in society? Don't we see the evidence in society, people? The evidence is there. The evidence is there. The evidence is there. No one can deny that. And it's sad where our government spend more time on propaganda instead of talking about mental illness. We need to bring that up. And I pray Mike Johnson, he's the owner, and I need to reach out to Mike Johnson. I'm going to reach out to him on Instagram. So listen, please speak about mental illness. We need to look into mental illness. What's going on? The statistics is there. From 18 to 25, it's the highest rate of young people with mental illness, especially young people from 12 to 17. They have emotional problems. They have behavioral problems. They have just violent. They just, why? Why is that? It have to be a cause. And it's social media and when social media really taken effect the last 20 years. And that is that in the last 20 years, they call it Generation X, Z, whatever it is. That's the generation that is more lack of comprehension than other generation before that. This generation don't lack no comprehension. They don't think. They just react. They're emotional. Everything is on their sleeve. Their emotion is on their sleeve. And I try to tell my son, no, you got to tough up, man. You got to tough up. This world, listen, if you are not ready to go out in the world, this world is ready and it's going to swallow you up and spit you out. And say next. This young people the last 20 years been catered to, been pampered, been sheltered, been fed a lot of propaganda, untruth, misinformation, misinformed. Now they struggle with their own self. Some of these young people don't know if they're coming or going mentally. They don't know who they are. They struggle with their sexuality. They struggle with their identity. Or I feel like I'm a cat. They dress up as a cat. And we're looking at these people and we have to dress them in that type of manner. Are we out of our freaking mind? Then we are so prepped so much that we want to call this the norm. It's not the norm to me. It's abnormal. It's unnatural. And I cannot accept it. I'm sorry. I can't. I have to. I have to refuse it. It doesn't fit. Because if something doesn't fit, we're going to force it to fit. And if you force it to fit, what's going to happen? There are going to be consequences. Because you're putting something that doesn't belong. And over the years, you keep forcing it. Guess what? People say, okay, it's okay. It's not, because it's going to cause complication. And that's what's going on now just in today's society. We fed our young people a bunch of crap and nonsense with food, with science, with history, with technology, with identity, with self-esteem, depression, anxiety. That's what a lot of people suffer from, this damn anxiety. Why? Because when people are not telling the truth or giving the truth, they don't have a mind of their own how to think. And that's what society is right now. We don't think for ourselves. Let me run online. Oh, let me go to Google. Come on. What about now the libraries are being extended. No more libraries. And can we believe what's going online now? What's online? Is it true or somebody made up? I don't know. It's crazy, guys. Yeah, life. Yeah, man. Life is crazy, man. But listen, there's a basic foundation of life. And that is what people is running from, the basic foundation of life, and making life to be another foundation that is not real. Online is not real. Social media is not real, because people could pretend and be anything they want online and people will like it. But is it real? Is it reality? And some people prefer to live in these virtual world, make believe, because they're making money from their propaganda. So the money is prohibiting them, is inhibiting them to live this lifestyle, but it's not real. How many people live this lifestyle of rich and famous? No, the majority of the world live simple. Go to work, take care of the family, have a little time, hang out, fun, whatever it is, kids into soccer, whatever, tennis, baseball, football, whatever it is. Family, foundation. As bad as, let me tell you something, people. I don't care what anyone say. And see, and people could agree or disagree. As bad as Trump, as people want to say, as bad as Trump, as the president, Elon Musk, uh, Jeff Bezos, um, what's the other guy? Yeah, Elon Musk and all these people, Bill Gates, what they do? Family, 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 because they know family is very important. But they're not, but we as a world now pushing that same agenda because we're not pushing family. We're not pushing family. Because family, what family push? Character, morals, respect, manners, self-esteem, love. And that's the most important thing that family push. Love. Don't you know you could have someone in your family that really, really having a hard time in life, but you really love them and that person love you, even though they're messing up? Love is because of the love you go all out and do. Even though that person lie and fail, it's the love. You're still gonna say, you know what? Maybe this is the time. Maybe this is the one. Love. That's the only thing we could take with us, God, when we leave this planet is love. When we leave this dimension, we can't take nothing. We can't take the money. We can't take the clothes. We can't take the jewelry. We can't take nothing. The house, nothing. The Egyptian tried. A lot of people tried. Even the clothes on your back that you're burying just going to be eaten up by nature. Our flesh, our bone. That's reality. But what we could take is love in our heart. We could take that. See, a lot of people don't want to take that. They want to live what they have now. Man, I want this. This is what I want. See, we can't live like that. So if we put family first, it'd be a beautiful thing. Everybody else put family first. Especially this country, we have an issue with that. We push singleness, independency. I could do it by myself. I don't need you. I could use you and use you, but I don't need you. I don't give you no type of acknowledgement. I use you and what? Boom, boom. It's dog eat dog world. And we call that living. No, it's not living, guys. It's a competition. Life should never be a competition. Why should I keep up with the Joneses and the Ralphs and the Jefferson? Hell no. I'm keeping up with YARDCHAT, myself, my family. I'm not going to extend to the point where I'm going to extend myself and fall off. No. You know, Paul in the Bible said, in every situation he's contented. You have to look at that. And he also said, listen, man, I know when to speak with elegancy and build myself up, but I know when to decrease, increase, decrease. You know what I'm saying? I know when to decrease. And a lot of people in the world, they just want to increase, 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 and overstep and disregard other people. You can't live like that. Because at the end of the day, we need each other. It doesn't matter. We need each other. Every culture, every nationality, every person that you see on this planet brought something here. Whether it's good or bad, that's your decision what you do with what you was created with, what to do, your talent. Some people want to use it for good and some people want to use it for bad. That's what I'm saying. Which voice are you going to listen to? Which entity? Which vibes? Because there's only two vibes in the world. There's no other vibes. But unfortunately, I call Earth. This how I explain Earth. Earth is a place of you in the land of decision. You in the land of the valley of decision. Jehoshaphat. You in the land, this way you have some say so. Because guess what? You could actually do something about what happened here. You understand? You could choose how to treat people. You could choose how to speak to another human being. You could choose to respect. You could choose to respect. That's your choice. No one is forcing you to do anything. And a lot of times when you have mental illness, mental illness just doesn't pop up. It starts from somewhere. It have to be some triggers. Something occurred where you don't want to deal with reality. And a lot of times, a lot of people in struggle with mental illness, they don't want to deal with reality. They think to settle and to be comfortable how they are right now is good, but no, they're still in pain. You have to let it go, because if you don't resolve your childhood issue and bring it into adulthood, in young adulthood, that's from 21 to 25. If you don't resolve those issues, you're going to bring it into your 30s, and eventually you're going to bring it into your 40s. It's like a baggage. You're bringing it, and it's wearing you down. So you have to face it, whatever it is. Even if you cannot have no if you don't have no contact with that person, well, guess what? You could close it for yourself mentally. For peace sake, you have to come to grips with it, because sometimes you're not going to get closure from that person. But you have to reach closure within you so you could heal yourself, because guess what? The other person not thinking about you, but that person is damaging you because you're thinking about them. Stop thinking about them, and come to grips and listen, it happened, nothing I could do, but I got to accept it and move on, because I can't live like this. And you got to come to reality. And I love to give people a dose of reality. You know what I mean? I give them the wake up call. Boom. Reality, a dose of reality. Wake up. What are you going to do? What can you do about death? Nothing. Wake up. Smell the coffee. Digest it. Inhale it. Embrace it. Because there's nothing you can do about it. But knowing that you have to spend the rest of your life in prison, you have to make that adjustment very quickly. Very quickly, you have to make that adjustment. And you going as a young man, oh my God, they're gonna try you, man. Oh my God, they're gonna try you in there. They're gonna try your manhood. They're gonna try your manhood. You're gonna be in the showers. So, so all these young people going to Florida, I keep telling people, man, you want to go there and do some stupid things and think you're going to get away with it. Same thing with Kodak Black. They charge him with trafficking. Molly, with all drug Molly. He caught up now talking about he shaved off his head, talking about clean start. Huh. Listen, man. Yeah, nothing wrong with having a clean start. Hey, I applaud you, clean start. But guess what? According to the paper, they did investigation back 25, back in back in October, November, December, around there. They start doing investigation, and when they find out scissors, the ring, and all this on social media, on Instagram, his page. Wow, see, monkey see, monkey do. Monkey see, monkey do. You know what I mean? Kodak Black, he's no angel. He's no angel. He's no new to this. The president pardoned him and from a felony, and he's still doing his propaganda. Now he got another felony. People, let me tell you something. I got a feeling he's not going to get a slap on the hand. He's going to go away. He need to go away. He need help. He's another one that have some mental issue going on out in the street eating like a damn beast in the street eating chicken. That's disgusting. That's nasty. No, and who are these people videotaping this? See, that's the problem. Who are these people around him doing this? That's the problem. You see how black people is? They're eager to make money off of him and put on social media. And look, now, look, where are his friends now? Everybody's scattered like roaches. You know when you're trying to like everybody scatter like roaches, run wild, hiding for cover. Yeah. Now he's there by himself facing this. Yeah. Talk about he's shaving off his hip. Yeah. Yeah. It's when trouble come, they want empathy. They want people to feel for them. Oh, this and that because he's a famous. I don't give a damn famous or not. You should be dealt with, and he needs to be dealt with. This going on too long with Kodak, and all this slapping on the wrist, it's not helping him. He needs to be dealt with. He needs to be put away for at least 2 years, 2 to 4 years. He's young, 28, in a program, get his life together, get priority right. Just start doing that because if he's out on the street, jail is knocking hard. He ready in jail. What's that? What's next? Death, and that's knocking hard. And you in the street like that. What else gonna happen? If you are in the street like that, what else gonna happen? Young black man, our culture, right? Yeah. Then people say, "Oh, YARDCHAT, why you talking about now?" Because we need to hear this truth. They need to all these apps show up. They don't talk about issue like this. All they talk about, all they praise on older women, older men for their money. That's all these organizations don't do nothing for black community. I call them leeches. They're all leeches. I don't care who get mad. Reality talk. And if you come on this platform, that's what you get. That's how I feel because I live it. I see it, and no one can tell me deny how I feel. I don't come on here pretending to say nothing. I speak reality and truth. If you don't like it, move on. That's how I keep it. These people don't speak for me. None of these people speak for YARDCHAT. None of these people. When you come and meet these people, you tell them reality. They look at you like you're the bad person, like you're going against their plan. Why you need all these organizations in the black community? Why? And they all point to the same thing: divide and conquer. Everybody want the light in our community, and that's the problem. Do you see people in the Muslim will fight for that? Do you see people in the Muslim or Jewish community do all this type of propaganda, even in the Catholic? Do they do that? No. They come together under one. That's why Jewish people have power like that, because they unite. One organization speak for all, not 10, 20 different, come with all 25 different agenda. One accord. Christian is a word. They do the same thing. Talking about one accord. And all of these people that fight, they say they're Christians. They're lying. Liars. They're liars. I can't believe these people. Cause they throughout the years, all they say is words and no action. So they're hypocrites. Not all. They're hypocrites. They're hypocrites. Yo, stop it. Stop. Hey, Rich, what are you talking about, Rich? Hey, hey, hey. Explain yourself, man. Explain yourself. Don't come here and start no trouble if you don't know what you're talking about. Because I would definitely, put you in your place, man. Your guys gonna vote 100%. 2 votes. Oh, thank you. You know what I mean? Because I appreciate it, man. Make sure you listen, man. Another thing, I can't get, let me tell you something, people. That's why I have to go outside my circle. I have to go outside my circle. That's why I have to go outside my circle, man, and introduce my YARDCHAT Wesley podcast to different people, because you know how many people I invite on this platform, and they say, yeah, they're gonna come on, and the day they come on, you send them the link, they don't come on. You know what I mean? And I mean, it's sad because it's this. Yeah. What if Rich is Palm Beach Pete? in this. I agree with you totally. People don't like hearing the truth. People don't like hearing the truth. And you know, the other day, Richard, right? I went on my YouTube in the studio, and I have a personal AI, and I asked the AI to break down my channel. And exactly what you're saying, he said, your platform is a raw truth, hard truth. And I like it because YouTube understand my people. YouTube push my audience to people that understand, what I'm speaking about. And you know what I come to conclude? I was looking to my subscribers. Do you know I'm looking to my subscribers? I have a lot of people overseas, and I believe I have more Caucasian, not black. I have Caucasian, I have Asian, I have Spanish, but I do not have a lot of black that subscribe to your chat. Wow. And you know what? It is so crazy when I do a live containing anything to Jamaica, right? A hashtag Jamaica, it never get no one from Jamaica come in the chat. I don't understand that. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, guys. So is it me? So we have two votes, guys. Two votes. 100% said yes. Get life in prison. Agree. Yes. Yes. We're on for an hour. Richard, make sure you subscribe and like. Listen, guys. Also, our goal for the year is, always do my self promotion or any live or any, video I do, but especially the live. Our goal is to reach 200, 2,500 subscribers for the summer up. We halfway there. I think we got 2,280 something subscribers. So we halfway there because we passed 250. You know what I mean? We almost there. We almost there. We almost there. So, and for the summer, 2,500, and before the end of the year, we reach 3,000 subscribers. That is what we aiming to. So if you help us out, please help us out. Just, how you doing? Who cares about the? You have to care, man. I have to care about my people because you have a lot of black people, young black men like this guy, Sean Gathright, is spending the rest of his life in prison. He's 20 years old. He's never going to get out. So we have to speak about it. Just being informative and bringing information and bringing awareness that you go to Florida, stop playing in Florida, stop playing in Florida. Florida is not a state to joke with. They will throw the book at you when they want to, and they threw the book at this guy hard.
Gathright's age, physical abilities, things like that. Do you think that the prison would benefit from him in a work capacity if he were sentenced to life without parole? I'd say yes. From my experience, not only this investigation, but as former ward and even as jail administrator, he's someone that's young. He's healthy. In reality, we need that labor. We need that sweat equity. We will put up and work because we do have an eight population, jail administration. We have that, so we put these young individuals to work. We get sweat equity out of them since they are young and actually can do the work. Talk about life without parole and death row, but for jurors' education in Florida, what does a life sentence without parole mean? Life sentence in the Florida Department of Corrections means from the minute they're brought in, they're assigned an inmate number. He will be assigned an inmate number. When he dies and leaves in a body bag, he will still have the inmate number. An inmate life will never ever get out. In Florida, and not raise wire and defense facility. Mr. Gathright's age, physical ability.
Do you guys heard that? Do you guys heard that? I have to go make a video on my podcast also with this. I'm going to share this on my as a regular video to put up on my channel because I want views as well for both live and regular video shorts. And I also hope YouTube because they do shorts during the live. So guys, listen, this is part of the show. Support me on the podcast. Make sure you press like, share, subscribe, guys. Also, we do have another platform called YARDCHAT Sports. If you could subscribe to that platform. And that's exactly what I'm talking about. It's not your brother. It's not a loss. You focus on the, and worrying about the next black is trying to bring next black. Yeah, you know what I mean. It's ridiculous, man, and it's sad because why? Why sad? Because it's not going to stop. Because we in the community fail to acknowledge that. We focus too much on racism. We focus too much on separation. We focus too much on money and materialistic things. And a lot of people are doing certain things in organizations just for money, clout. But what is the agenda behind it? What is the profit? Is it edifying them or edifying the community or people in general? So when it's not edifying people in general, it's stagnated for years and years and years and years. You guys say, wait a minute, something is off, something is not right. So me on this platform, what God put in me, I just trying to bring light to people. So listen, you got a brain, start thinking, wake up, because what you guys doing is wrong. And guess what? You're gonna do something, and now you're gonna get caught up, and now you're gonna be held accountable. And now you're young, you're 20 years old. You cannot take your time here for granted, your life for granted. Now you're going to spend the time that God gave you in a lockdown prison, maximum prison sentence for life. You're not getting out. You're 20 years old. You could do 30 years. You could do 30 years in prison, and you're 50 years old. You're still a young man. You're not that old. You're older man. And there's no chance for you going to a parole board, no type of attorney counseling or to appeal this. There's nothing. Your life is there. That's what I'm talking about. And a lot of people don't understand that. And unfortunately, is when, as they say, when things hit the fan, when it's too late. Now, this young man going to be sitting in prison. He's wherever he is right now. He's sitting there and said, "Damn, man." And sometimes you always have someone there. So listen, don't do it, man. Or within you. It doesn't have to be someone else. When you're doing something wrong and you're going against the morality of human, just being a human, unless if you're mentally deranged. And there are some people like that in the community that are mentally deranged. They are sick people. They need to be put away. They cannot be in society because these people are menace to society. And when you do such a crime like that, like the Dave case and the other cases where people just took crime into their own hands and just analyze someone or analyze someone, take their life and think it's a joke, think it's a game. Like Dave had songs that how, in his songs that, you two don't like it because I have to be very careful because depends on my audience, because when you put up a video on YouTube and you speak about Dave, I'm assuming, but YouTube did reinstate that video because I was getting partial, monetized on it because this channel is 100% monetized. We have super chat active, everything. If you want to give a donation to the channel, any donation to this channel is to better the cat, better the podcast. Right now, I'm going to soundproof my studio. My studio is upstairs in a hallway closet. I clean out. It's a big walkway closet from my bedroom. Go all the way in the hallway to another closet, divided by a wall, and I made that walk-in closet by in the hallway my studio. So I need to soundproof it so everything. So I'm working on that. So all the things, what I mean. But again, man, you have to be held accountable, people, and that is what YARD stand for. You are responsible daily. You are responsible for your action, what comes out your mouth. How you treat others. You are responsible for that, because that's you. So a lot of these behaviors that I see a lot of young people displaying, especially with mental, emotional behavior, act out because they don't know how to express themselves in words, so they act out of in behavior issue, aggressive. They need some type of coping skills because a lot of these kids went through a lot of trauma. You know what I mean? they've been through a lot of trauma in their life, been abused or whatever it is. They're going through trauma. They don't know how to cope with it. So we have to get to the root of the issues and the problem that these kids having. But unfortunately, when kids out there in the street and not getting no type of properly help or supervise, they make decision. But even though, and I have a feeling, man, that with this Dave case, I have a feeling mental illness is going to take a play. I don't know why I'm saying that, but I keep saying it because last year, I think it was last year, November or December. I think October, November, December, around those 3 months at the end of the year last year. um Dave mom and dad, I think they came out and said Dave was here used to hear voices and things like that. So they threw that out there. And now the defensive said, wait a minute, we need more time because due to all these evidence that's coming out, defensive, wait a minute here, backup judge, we need time to look at this evidence, we need time, and which it's a lot of evidence, I say. So it is within Dave right as a lawyer, ask the judge, Your Honor, we need more time because it's a lot of evidence and we have to go through it. We just can't just. So I think they kind of delayed. It's supposed to be for the 26th of this month, but I think they kind of, I don't know, they put it off to the last update because I will stay on top of this case because I've been saying this. I've been doing a lot of video on this case since day one, since last year. Consistently. Sometimes they don't get views, but now, you know, I'm getting a little views, so I'm grateful for that. Thank you for the like, man. And like I said, I do have another podcast. It's called Yard Chat. It's over for them, man. It's not a game. Yeah, it's not a game. And people don't understand in life you only get one chance at it. There's no like, okay, let me rewind it, let me reset, let me restart. No, it's not a game. You want to take it as a game? Live it as a game. But guess what? There's no timeout. Time not gonna stop because you want to. No, 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 no. So people make decisions and they have to be held accountable. People have to be held accountable. I believe people have to be held accountable. And people got to be held accountable. I need to vacuum my car, man. I think I'm gonna vacuum, man. I pulled over and do my live this morning in the car. You know what I mean? So Richard, where you from? Richard Thompson, where are you from? Are you from New York, out of state, the tri-state area, or out of the country? Where you from? And we have 3 votes. Okay. Where you from? I'm streaming live from New York. You know what I mean? I'm streaming live from New York. I'm a New Yorker. I'm willing for people to come on the podcast. You know what I mean? I wouldn't mind for people to come on. You know what I mean? I'm looking for people to come on. I want to build like a panel. You know what I mean? Who gave me that idea to do things like that? I watch his podcast and he's very talented, man. I see how he's grown over the years, and I not to say I trying to like imitate him, but you get points. You get point of view how to bring forth a podcast. I like Antio Daniels. You from New Jersey? Pick up yourself, man. I'm from New York, Staten Island. Um, I like entering down. I like his platform. He had 3 platforms: the Million Morning Show, the Anton Show, or the Room 9 or something like that. I like because you know what, he's doing it for years, and I like how he present himself. He's real, keeping 100. You know what I mean? I like how he relate to a lot of things, and he's like my type of style. So I follow him, and I like how he do things. I like when he speak about certain different topic and the media, the news, or there's nothing exempt from his thing. Yeah, right across the bridge, man. Right across the bridge. Right across the bridge. You're right across the bridge. So I would appreciate it, man, if you want to come on anytime, man. Listen, look at me again, extending my podcast for people if they want to come on. But if anyone want to come on, if you go on my YouTube platform and check out my profile, my email is there, yourchatpromotion@gmail.com. Yourchatpromotion@gmail.com. Everything is there. Because I love, that's what I'm saying. I want to build like a platform where people come on and we just speak about different topic at nights. We of course we are planning and arrange the time and when to do it, the day, and when to go live. Because right now I could have one person up here on this live with me, but I didn't go live too with. I just go live by myself this morning. But I have what do you call it? I have StreamYard that I could also go live, with a couple people on. But you know what I mean? But we know there's a lot of things that I want to speak about. Mental illness, that's another thing. Another thing that I really want to speak about the situation in Atlanta and Houston and St. Louis, the AIDS and all these STIs and STDs popping up in our community. That's another topic that I want to speak about. And another thing, man, I don't hear. See, that's another thing. We don't hear Kamala Harris. We don't hear Barack Obama as black so-called leaders, as they put themselves, speak about the condition in the black community, which with health wise, a lot of people don't have insurance. You know what I mean? And a lot of people don't have insurance, and a lot of people suffering with all type of diseases, not knowing they're HIV infected, and traveling from Atlanta to Houston, and there's a big outburst of HIV, gonorrhea, syphilis, and all those things over there. And once in a while, what I mean, and this probably part of the video that I probably will cut and put on my platform, speak about HIV. There's what HIV and mental illness run hand in hand. I mean, those two topics, I don't hear a lot of people in our community. I don't hear the government speak about it. People think HIV is done with. No, we're still here. And now we have this new thing coming out. We have this new thing popping out. You know what I mean? It's people. A couple of years ago, we have the pandemic, and we've seen people. I'm scared, guys. Because guess what? I'm not just scared because I work in the medical field. Check this out. I'm scared for. I have one guy. He's on a cruise ship right now. I follow him on TikTok and I follow him also on Instagram. I'm afraid for this guy because I'm seeing this guy going everywhere, bouncing different places, islands, and I'm like, he's in with his family. I'm like, man, oh man. People's and I spoke this with another person. Yeah, he said, man, yeah, man. He said, wow. He said, and that person also know it. Said, man, with this people, you can't. This is no time to be traveling, guys. Due to what's going on now in the world, stop, people. Stop. Listen, it's not the best time to travel right now, especially on boats, planes. I'm sure people, it put people wear your mask, wear your mask, wear your mask, wear your masks. It's ugly, man. It's nasty. People, it's nasty. It's nasty. It's nasty, guys. Be careful out there. Thank you, man. Thank you, Richard. You with me? Thank you, brother. Manners and respect. You know what I mean? I'm also on other platforms. I'm also on TikTok. I'm also on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram, follow me on TikTok, follow me on Facebook, YouTube. I'm here on YouTube. I mean, I'm, working hard trying to get this platform out there, man. You know what I mean? Hopefully, by the grace of God, I get a sponsor, man. Please, anyone that want to sponsor Yard Chat, you know what I mean? If you have any product that you want to, if anything that you want to promote, product, hair product, skin product, clothes, hats, anything that you want to get promotion, hit me up, YARDCHAT promotion at Gmail, and we can make a video, a promo video, and pay for the promotion, and YouTube will promote the video. I mean, if you want that, hit me up. I mean, trying to make some dollars, trying to be an entrepreneur, guys. Trying to start from scratch, you know what I mean? Starting from scratch, but it's all good. Foundation, family first. And when I say family first, I mean everyone should put their family first. Am I wrong? Everyone should put their family first. It's not being biased or being discriminate against anyone. Put your family first. Nothing wrong with that. Put your family first. Keep it real. You know what I mean? Keep it real. Put your family first. It's just like if you're on a plane, guys. The plane is, God forbid, the plane going down. What you have to do, you have to help you have to put on your secure yourself. Secure yourself before you trying to secure someone else, because you might secure that person and wind up losing your life. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't work like that. So they always teach secure yourself first. Secure yourself. Safety. 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 Safety is a number one issue, guys. Safety. You understand? Same thing when you work in nursing. Safety, guys. Safety. Needles. You got to be careful of needles. You got to be careful of everything. Safety. and you got to practice the number one universal precaution: wash your hands. Wash your hands. That's universal precaution, guys. Wash your hands. People, I wash my hands when I'm at work. I wash my hands so many times. That's why I have to bring lotion to my hand, because my hand would get so dry. And during the night, I will put, after I finish doing what I have to do, I have to, wash your hand. You wash your hand. Every patient you can contact, you wash your hands. And I wash my hand, wash my hand, wash my hand. And during the middle of that session, I have to lotion my hand, because your hand will get very dry and get very brittle. So I don't want, hard, brittle hands. So I have to put lotion on it. I put lotion on my hands during the course of the night. And at the end of my shift, do a proper hand washing, because you leaving the facility, you're going home to your family and your clothes. Because I also work with vents. There's people on vents that the vent is breathing for them, okay? And that's a lot. And I'm ready and I'm also ready to go into respiratory also. I'm gonna go into the respiratory field. That do with a lot of vents and people with upper respiratory problems. I'm gonna get into that. 2 years changing department. You know what I mean? No, it's not changing department. It's higher education. You know what I mean? So I'm going in that field. They make the same amount of nursing, probably more. Good morning, CJ. Welcome to the live. How you doing, man? Guys, make sure you press like, share, man. Guys, hope you're subscribed. Please subscribe to the platform. And listen, if you want to donate, I don't want to ask people, but I don't beg. But if you, I do not. Everything that I'm doing right now, super chat is active. Everything I do. I do not have a PayPal hookup to my account. I do not have like what do you call it, Cash App or Zelle or whatever, all them things. Pay. I don't. I just use what YouTube give me. So everything is there. If you want to give donation to the channel, anything is there. I think, yeah, you can. You know what I mean? I do have the shop, but I don't know. I need to. I need to. I don't have anything there. I need to start see how. And another thing, I don't know how this YouTube. I don't know how the YouTube affiliated program work. That's why I need people. That's why I'm looking for people who willing to give me volunteer some time for now until they start getting paid. You know what I mean? Because right now I'm monetized, but I'm not. I'm trying to see how to we generate money through the ads, through the video, through the short things like that. But it's generating. You know what I mean? It's getting there. But I don't know how the real. So anyone that want to help, willing to help, please, please don't. Listen. I'm a good judge of character. I go by vibes. People don't. Just don't listen. Listen, the agenda for the platform is for us to grow together and make money on the platform. And that's how it is. I need a team. You know what I mean? Because if I have a good team that's really say, yo, Chat, I like what you're doing, and you like the channel, and I want to be part of the team, then I will really pay for StreamYard so we could use StreamYard, and that person could be like the money behind, because I want to start streaming so people could come on, like instead of going on mobile. I want to start doing on or PC, where I have a platform. People, I did that once, invite people on, come on and just have a topic and have a discussion. The most important is to invite people on. It doesn't matter about the views that will come, but it's to invite people on. I believe if you have a good panel, people talking, good topic, informative, know what they're talking about, bringing facts and their point of view, people will listen. You know what I mean? But I just want people to, if you're interested, it's to volunteer your service for now, to build up a platform. We all monetize, but it's to build up the platform where we can start generate money. How to make YARDCHAT merchandise through Spotify. I don't know all those things. I kind of know, but I don't know. So I need someone who have, things like that behind the scene. If you're willing to help Yard Chat, hit me up. YARDCHAT@gmail.com. But you have to be serious, man. Please. This is not no, I know if once, I listen, I did the hard part. And that's what I said to anyone that I want to be part of. I did the hard, even my daughter. I said, no, my daughter's part of the, I even said to myself, I'm going to do the hard part. I did the hard part. I work hard all year in 2024 into 25. A year I put in and we got monetized. So, and but I just need the things behind the screen, how to work YouTube. I just explained. Just CJ, look through my profile and see what my platform about. That's what I tell people. Go to my profile and if you like what I do, subscribe. And if you like it and you want to be part of it, hit me up. We only been on for 3 years. And I'm proud of the work that I did just to be people been on YouTube for like 10, 12 years, haven't been monetized. Have views, have subscribers, but they don't have watch time. Or something YouTube just don't want to monetize it because something with their platform or been copyright issue things going on, violating community guidelines. And I try my best trying to do everything organic, speak for me, maybe share like a video, a voice recorder. You're allowed to do that on YouTube, things like that. But everything is coming genuine from me, from life experience, people, mental health, all type of stuff, like I'm doing now. So if you like this type of vibes, hit me up, yardchatpromotion@gmail.com. And all and on the other platform as well, on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, all the same, being consistent. And I have a very good followers on Instagram too, you know what I mean? Trying to get Instagram out there. Hopefully, just trying to get a sponsor, man. Like I'm saying, anybody that interested, or if you want me to promote your store, your barbershop, anything, but you have to pay for the promotion. That's how it is on YouTube because I'm monetized. You have to pay for the promotion. And that's another way we could make money doing promotion and things like that. But I need people how, the connections, and anyone that interested, hit me up. Where you from, CJ? Thank you for the 5 likes, guys. I appreciate it. It's Friday, man. It's Friday. Yeah, guys. So we had a good show this morning, man. Thanks everyone for coming on. So I did my show, spoke about, situation with Sean Gathright, got life in prison for the murder of Julio Foolio, and life in prison without parole, and he's going to jail to work for the rest of his life. He's just a number until even when he's dead, people, he's still a number. He's not a part of society. That's how it's going down. Let's play this again for the late comers that coming into the live. Welcome to the live, guys. Welcome to your chat. Welcome to your chat. Welcome to your chat. This young man doing life, and this what the jail system have in mind for him when he get there in prison. That specific prison would benefit from him, and what would cost be if you were sentenced to life without parole? Say more than even as jail administrator, someone that's young, he's healthy. Reality, we need that labor, we need that. We will put that in work because we do have an prison population, jail administration. We have that, so we put these young individuals to work, sweat equity out of them since they are young and actually can do the work. Florida, what does a life sentence without parole mean? Life sentence in the Florida Department of Corrections means from the minute they're brought in, they're assigned an inmate number. He will be assigned an inmate number. When he dies and leaves in a body bag, he will still have that inmate number. An inmate out all the state of Florida, they're not ever place the wire and the fence of a secure facility. So even in death, you treat it like you do not belong in society. You buried with a number, not with your name. You are a number. My God, you are a number in the system. Thousand and thousand and thousand of thousands of numbers. You're just another number. Ching ching. So, black man, if you want to go to Florida, do stupid stuff and think you're okay, you're going to get off. Think twice. Listen. Isaiah 1:19. If you are willing and obey, you will eat the good of the land. But you always have to be in conjunction, right? But if you refuse and rebel, the word of God will swallow you up. Truth. Listen. The road to destruction is a wide road because there's a lot of opportunities, a lot of distractions. But the road to the green pastures is very narrow. Why? Because it's narrow is to make you say you are very serious path because it's narrow. It's not a lot of room to maneuver because you're going straight. There's no distraction. It's a narrow road. You focus. But that road, that wide road, you see a lot of things, a lot of hindrance, a lot of things come your way, a lot of good things, a lot of good things disguise themselves as good. But is it good? Is it good? Do you weigh, hear this now? And you could say, oh, yeah, check this and that, hear this stuff. But I have to end it with the word of the Most High because it's truth. Because I know the word is true. Because I know, and I know, and I know. Because I wouldn't be here if the word wasn't true. And I'm keeping 100% transparent. I don't care who don't like it. I'm not here to preach religion. I'm not in a religious group. I'm not Muslim. I'm not Hindu. I'm not Jewish. I'm not Buddha. I'm not Christian. But I believe in the Most High God. And that's what's all matter. And not everybody serve the same God. Don't believe in that hype. Don't believe in that hype. Because if everyone believe in the same God, why the world is in this condition? Until this day, I ask many people and they can't answer it. Oh, yeah, but no. Stop it. If we are serving the same God of peace and love, why we can't get along? So that means someone is not telling the truth. Look could be very deceiving. And hear this now. See, the enemy, he knows his job very well. We don't. So he will present himself very good, very attractive, very enlightening, very tempting. Welcome. It just make you feel so good. That's what you call a house enemy. Because you don't know your house enemy, and the house enemy make you feel very, very comfortable in your own house. You feel so comfortable that he's part of the house. And how do YARDCHAT come to that? And I'm going to give you facts. Okay. It's a proven fact they had a Last Supper. Every religion could agree to that. That's all I got to say. There was a Last Supper, and it was 12 men sitting down. And out of the 12 men, one was a house enemy. Why? Because a house enemy is part of the house, do everything part of the house. But this house enemy have an agenda without even knowing it. Till one day that agenda presents itself. Then that agenda is going to say, listen, do this, do that, do this, do that. We have two voices that we have to pay attention to. Every day there's two voices, like I said before. Because some days you're going to wake up and you're going to feel like, oh man, I should do this. Some negative thoughts come to you, but you don't entertain it. You let it go. It come in, you let it go. You don't entertain it. Because once you entertain it, you have a conversation with it. And you cannot win. That's why you have to be mentally strong and know the truth. You have to test every person that come into your pathway, if they of God or not, because not every person that shine like a light is of God. That's the house enemy. You have to be careful. You have to be very careful. It's always the house enemy. It's inside destruction. Then the enemy come in. Because the enemy is ready in the camp. That's how wicked and defiled this enemy is. His spirit people, he's a wicked demon. That's what we're fighting, people. We're not fighting. We're fighting against principalities. Not flesh and blood. Principalities in high places in this world. That's what's going on right now in the world. There's a spiritual realm that people don't even think of that's going on right now. So there's a fight right now going on. You know, I see people. There's a fight right now. It's just like when you get sick, your body's fighting it, right? Your immune system is fighting it. Same thing in the spiritual realm, people. We cannot look at what we see literally and take for what it is. Because if you literally take for what is going on in the world, you go mad, you go crazy. But hear this now. I'm living my life like this, and listen, the Most High told us about these things, so why should I be paranoid or get upset or get stressed out with stuff that I know God said it's going to happen? I can't pray, God, why this happening? Wasting your time. Check the time we're living in. We have to do a spiritual checkup and a self-checkup. We have to see where we stand right now in this world. And every person got to do that. Don't tell, listen, every person got to look in that mirror. And the sad thing of people say, oh, this and that, I don't believe in this. Listen, man, let me tell you something. One of the things that we all have to come to agreement with self. Because when you by yourself, who you with? With self. And you reason with who? With self. And you reason and you reason and you hear all type of reasoning in your head when you're by yourself. So don't tell me that you don't believe it. People, they're lying to you. All these people that you see that come to you, or they're trying to confuse you and put all type of double nonsense in your head to confuse you, where you just live your world and waste your time. The enemy want to waste your time. That's one thing he want to do. He want to waste your time with propaganda and nonsense, especially on these people on TikTok. Talk about all type of propaganda on TikTok. He think he's a killer shooter. He gonna meet some killer. Yeah, man, on his side, weapon up. Listen. When you go to prison, We all know what happened in prison, man. It's not nice. Young man, they call him fresh meat. Whoa, light skin. Whoa, whoa, red bone to them. Hi. We're gonna have a guy named Bob, Big Bob, or Devon. Hey man, you all right, man? Yo, man, yo, I got an extra sheet. You need it? Yo, I see you got one sheet, man. I got a couple over here. You need one? I'm just asking, man. Yo, it get cold in here at night, bro. You know, I'm just letting yo, if you want a sheet, man, it's yours, man. Can't do that. Can't do that. Can't do that. Next thing you know, yo, man, you gonna pay me for my sheet? Yo, what are you talking? Yo, you gonna pay? Yo, you use my sheet? Yo, where's my? Yo, you got to pay me for my sheet. You rented for that night, and you still got it. Where's my money? Where's my money, man? Next thing you know, you have some issue over a sheet, and that's gonna spread. Oh my God, people gonna come test you now. People gonna come in your cell. Yo, what's up, man? Looking at you like licking their lips. Oh, oh my God. No, he's like, oh my God, oh my God. Yo, I don't know what he's gonna do, but listen, listen, listen. I don't know if this is true or not. I don't know if it's I'm just going by what people say in statistics. Someone said that when when any person go to prison, ah boy, they, you know. But some people will hear this now. This how smart some people is. And this how old that person told me this. He said, yo, man, I know the stories. And he said, yo, I had to act a certain way, you know? I had to act a certain way to come out of that population and went into the ward, you know, the psych ward, you know? Because when you go in the psych ward, you're not in population. Because they think you want to self-harm yourself. So most likely you're in a cell by yourself. So you're not going to experience anybody trying to, you know, sexually SA you, you know, but when you go in general population, from what research that I did on jail, when you go into general population, it's a different game. You in population, that means you are in the jail world, as you say, as we in society. That's their society, population, right? So now you just fresh smell. I'm keeping it real. For all these people, this is just to discourage young black men. Anybody go to prison. You're young, you're strong, you're tall, you're not bad looking guy, you're red bone, brown skin, you smell different, you look good. That smell gonna go across the jail like, woo, freshness. They're gonna try it. They're gonna try it. You can't depend on it. You can't depend on the guards. Tuh. Some of them defriend the guards. Keep it real. Guards gonna turn their head. How long you gonna fight them off? You ever saw that movie? What was it? Sham Redemption? One with Morgan Freeman. And the actor, I forgot his name, very good actor. So what happened to him? See what happened to him? That's reality right there. So what are the chances of this young man surviving jail for the rest of his life and not being targeted? All right. Statistics shows that there's a high chance he might be SA the first couple of years or the first week. Might not. I mean, might not. You know, listen, let me tell you something, man. It doesn't always go down that way. There's a strong possibility he might not. He might say, yo, man, I ain't, he might fight for his life. Hey, they might try and fight for his life and it ain't happening and set up the right thing and defend himself right. He might be successful, you know, hurting one of them and say, yo, man, I don't play that. And the word might get around like he don't play that. So if he stand his ground, and he might meet the right people in there that will say, yo, man, nah, man, we're going to support you now. We don't, you know, you never know. You never know. But again, who want to take that chance? Who want to take that chance? Straight serial killer? Wait, what's up, Frank? Make sure you give the video a like, man. Press like, share, and subscribe, man. And give some donation, man. If you're in the mood to give some donation, guys. For the 6 people in the chat, if you're in the mood to give YARDCHAT some donation, go ahead. I had to check my appointment. I have 11:45 appointment. It's 10:45 now. Yo, guys, if you like the platform, put a yes in the chat. If you like the platform so far, if you view my profile, see my overall profile, put a yes in the platform, please. That will give me some good encouragement. Not not say I'm asking for it, but listen, I keep it real. Not say you want encouragement from others, but you just make sure you're doing something good. So if you like my platform, put a yes in the platform in the chat. So if you don't put a yes, that means wow, that's bad. But you have to view my profile. One second, Frank. I read that. Yeah, for the movement. Yeah, for the rapper movement. Yeah. Let me play something for you. Hold on. Let me play something for you. Hear this. Things like that. Do you think that listen up, Frank. Life without parole?
More than even as jail administrator, someone that's young, healthy. In reality, that paper with that twin work jail administration, we have that. So we put these young individuals to work and get some sweat equity out of them since they are young and actually can do the work. Parole and death row, but for jurors' education in Florida, what does a life sentence without parole mean? Life sentence in the Florida Department of Corrections means from the minute they're brought in, they're assigned an inmate number. He will be assigned an inmate number. When he dies and leaves in the body bag, he will still have that inmate number. And then out parole in state Florida, they're not ever allowed out water in the front of a secure facility. Mr. Gathright.
So you heard that, Frank? You heard that, right? Okay. Sweat. He's property. He's a property. He's a property. He's a number. He's merchandise right now. Oh my God. Oh my God. Who in their right mind? Young people, listen, please. I'm begging you. I beseech you, please. Take heed. Take heed. California have the death penalty. Florida have, New York. Listen, take heed. Because a lot of these crimes, coded black, Takeoff, Epstein, Michael Jeffrey, Akabangi Fitch, all of these things in Florida. But the murder things in Florida, you are going to prison for the rest of your life. You will be a number. When you're dead, you still a number because you are not fit to be part of society anymore. You are discarded as a number. You are property. You are an object. You are an item. You are merchandise. You are merch. Can't get no clearer than that. Serious. It's serious. Frank, it's serious. Can't get no serious than that. Cannot get no seriouser than that, if that's a word. Serious. That's not a word. Excuse me. Cannot get any more serious than that. Very serious. Extreme serious. To the most extreme serious. He's 20 years old. Eyes closed, like, oh my God, what did I do? It's too late. It's too late for you. It's too late. But is it late for others who out there on the same path in the street think the streets are their friend? After the streets swallow them up? After the devil lied to them and tell them, yeah, you can do this? Now, where is that voice telling them to do these things? Where's that voice? Where's that say go analyze this other to go analyze the other guy? Where's that voice now? You took this guy out. It doesn't matter what they did. It doesn't matter. Fight. It doesn't matter. You took it to the next level. What about his justice? That's real talk. So far, we have 83% said yes, and 17% said no. Who are those 17% people saying no? Who are they? Who are they? Are these people biased? Or these people don't understand what took in place? Don't these people understand the case as Dave? Do we don't understand Dave? See, you know what? This case is not a lot of. You know what? I'm speaking to a lot of people. What are you talking about? What? Where have you been? I be talking to my coworkers. Oh, yeah, no. What is that? Where have you been? Under a rock? This is national news. This is national news, people. That's showing you people don't care. And even if they heard about it, yeah, it's another story. But no, it's a very, very, very important story to be told. Because this girl's only 11 years old when he started engaging with Dave on social media. Where are the parents? Why was this girl so loose on social media? No parenting guidance, nothing. They just let her float on social media, Minecraft, all these. You have predators out there, guys. What's going on? I want to know that part, what happened, how she got on social media on all that. Then this guy paid another student $1,000 to give her another cell phone. What in the world is going on here? That's the world we're living in. That's the world we are living in presently. No one can deny that. Truth, reality. Who listen? If you decide to bury your head and put your head on the sand like an ostrich, you are an idiot. You are a fool. You want to live in social media propaganda nonsense? Everything is good because you're making millions of dollars off social media, or 1,000 or 100 of whatever off social media. Oh yeah, I'm not in that category. You're over here pretending to be something you're not. A lot of these people on social media pretend something they're not. Women deliberately, physically enhance their body to be on social media. And all these filters that people use, it's not even them. It's ridiculous. Come on. I don't really use filters. You know what I mean? I don't use filter me. This is me. I don't use filters for what? But you have people come on, put on filters, and now the filter is on. Look at that. You see that? You see the difference? You see the difference, people? Now the filter is off. You see the big difference? Look at the hair. Look at my hair. More, see, make it more smoother. And come on, people. I don't need that. I don't need that. So you cannot believe everything on social media because everything is not true. You have AI will bring things to you, make it look like so real that you believe it, and you know it's not true. But people will say, yeah, 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 and get millions and millions and millions of views. But you come on and speaking something good and positive, people don't, just like this video. I used to get a lot of thousands of views when I used to do things on P. Diddy and all these negative things and blah, blah, blah. 9,000, 6,000, 84,000, 11,000, 23,000, 5,000, 4,000, 6,000. There are a lot of people in the chat, but now get a couple of hundreds. It's all right. Yeah. This generation is rough, man. This generation, what generations? What X, Z, Y, B, W? I don't know. But this generation X, oh my God, is it X or Z? This generation Z. Hey guys, subscribe to my other channel. I have another channel called YARDCHAT Sports. Please go subscribe. I think we have like 80, 82 subscribers. Frank, Richard, if you're still in the chat, um, go subscribe to YARDCHAT Sports. It's right on YouTube. It's green. It's green and white letters, YARDCHAT Sports. Subscribe. I need to go to 100 subscribers. Thank you for joining this morning. I appreciate it. This is dysfunctional thing. Like poor kid being influenced by movies, songs, and video games. Of course, yeah. That all dosage and shelter in jail are completely influenced by gangster movie and violence song lyrics. Yes, the lyrics. Yeah, yeah. It's a lot. The lyrics is are crazy. You know what I mean? Listen, and you know what? When I do video about Jamaica, right? When I do video about Jamaica and how the violence and a lot of issues in Jamaica, the violence and like sexual assault, the underlining, the sickness, those are the crime, education, and sickness. Those are the three major things that affect in Jamaica. Because education, man, people don't have knowledge, man. Listen, my people perish without knowledge, and if you don't have knowledge, you're going to perish. Because knowledge give you information and inform you how to do certain things to be better. So if you don't have the knowledge to do things better, how are you going to learn? So you're going to repeat the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over, and that's what we're doing. And we in that cycle where we need to get out that cycle. And my platform just to bring awareness, man. Simple things, as I say. It's not a big platform, but I'm gracious and I'm grateful and I'm thankful for the people that come in and hear me talk in my point of view, reality. Just speak about things that I know, man. If I don't know anything, I go learn about it and get information. I'm not going to speak and make a fool of myself on platform. I don't do that, and that's why on TikTok I had to disfollow a lot of people because you go on their platform, they won't give you the time to explain yourself in details to bring light to a situation, but they let the people who bring in propaganda and just excitement and just confusion and the people like it and share it and people give gifts called you. Nah, I can't operate in confusion, man. I have to be in the light. I have to be in the light. I have to be in the light. I have to be enlightening. My eyes have to be clear. I have to think clear mind. I have to my spirit have to be clean. What I mean, I can't be around people in corruption. It's not a good feeling. Light and darkness can't be at the same time, man. So wherever I go, my light have to shine. If you in darkness, that unfortunately you're gonna get mad because you want darkness. But wherever light goes, shine, right? All right. And light acknowledge light and shine brighter. That's all it does. That's all it is. I mean, just like darkness, darkness. If you bring more darkness, more darkness. It's vice versa, people. It's vice versa. The JA posse begin after some poor youth saw the movie Scarface. Are you Jamaican? Because if you're Jamaican, you wanted the rarest Jamaican come on my platforms. Because Jamaican don't come on here, man. I guess I'm too raw, straight up, because they say, "Oh, I talk about Jamaican people." No, I speak the truth. I speak about all people. I speak about Japanese people. I speak about how Japanese people are bad too, because they have this guy in Japanese DNA proving that he didn't do it, and they still have this man there for after 6 years. His health declining. I forgot his name. I did a show on it, man. Go check my platform, people. I do show on everything that I believe that's pertaining to righteousness, unfairness. I bring it to the light. I might not, a video might not get a lot of views, but the 20, the 50, the 60, the 100 people that watch it, they got information. It might help them. That's all it is. All video not going to help everyone, but it might help someone. That's how I look at it. Big up yourself, Frank. How you doing, man? We have Richard from Jersey, right over the bridge. I'm streaming live from Staten Island, New York. Big up yourself. My name is Weston Hoff of YARDCHAT. I have two platforms. This is a YARDCHAT platform. Guys, we are completely monetized over here, guys. Super chat is open. We are open for all donation, guys. And we have also another platform called YARDCHAT Sports. So we'll check it out. We do MMA commentary, boxing, a lot of things. Anything with the sports, we over there speaking about it. I might put up a video today over there. I might go live over there today. I went live yesterday. Share the videos, like the videos, subscribe. If you want to be a member, man. Listen, I am, yeah, speak about the membership. I am looking for people to be members because guess what? When we have membership, guys, we could get deep and we could talk about a lot of more depth things, use more words. On this platform, we can't because we got to go on the YouTube guideline. But if we have a membership, it's right there on my platform. If you want to join it, guys, listen, it's not about the money. Your guys will get perks. I will send out some hats for the first like 3 or 4 or 5 members who join. I send out hats to them. I have YARDCHAT hats. I had like 6 or 7 hats. So I could send out anybody to become a member. YARDCHAT, I could send it out. It's, you know what I mean? Listen, it start listen, we know member, listen, it's from 199 I took to the lowest. 199, 499, something like that. Whatever you want to do, whatever you want to contribute, guys. Whatever you want to contribute. I appreciate everything that anyone contribute. And any contribution is going towards the platform, because I want the platform to go out there, on the mainstream, yard chats where I can invite people on and do lives on YouTube and on all social media and put it on, all different platforms and just grow. So I'm looking for people to work behind the scenes. So if you're good behind YouTube scene studio, hit me up, man. I want a team. I'm monetized. I did the hard work already, guys. I did the hard work already. I did the hard work. We're monetized. I did the hard work. And that's the hardest thing to get monetized on YouTube. I did the hard part. But another challenge is I want a team that will join and grow together and start making some money off YouTube, you know what I mean? And doing some good business, promotion and things like that. So if you're interested in that, you know what I mean, for the first couple of months, we just build up and go with the thing. We could meet on like StreamYard. I could bring your guys up on StreamYard like offline and we could just have a meeting and speak. Everybody and just voice our opinion, how we want the platform to go. So I'm looking for a team. So if you're interested in that, hit me up, yardchatpromotion@gmail.com. 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 Also on my profile on the YouTube. So if you go on TikTok, my Gmail is there. If you go on Instagram, my email is there. If you go on Facebook, my email is there. So, all the platform. And I think I'm on X as well. So that's what I'm looking for to grow the platform. So anyone want interest in grow the platform of Yard Chat, hit me up. Serious guys, serious inquiry, please. Not a joke. Serious guys, serious. I believe, you know what I mean. I also looking for a sponsor. If you want to sponsor it, do a promotion like your hair, product, barber, shop, business, laundromat, clothes, clothes, merchandise, whatever. You want to promote on Yard Chat? Hit me up, yardchatpromotion@gmail.com. Yardchatpromotion@gmail.com, guys. So I just do my self-promotion, trying to get myself out there personally. You know what I mean? I hit up a lot of people, you know what I mean? But you know what I mean? It is what it is, you know what I mean? I'm doing the grinding, start from scratch. And that's the best way to grind, meet connections. I already made some good connection in Japan. You know what I mean? I made some connection off TikTok, good, music wise, but they have, they could do some other things. So, they're going to bring another flavor to Yard Chat podcast, come over here and reach out to the Asian community, not just the Japanese, Asian community in general. And I have Asian people that subscribe to Yard Chat platform. I have a couple people I know I follow, over there in Asia that follow Yard Chat. So Yard Chat's making way, guys. So big up yourself, subscribe, like, share. Hit me up if you want to be a part of Yard Chat promotion podcast. Let me know. Yardchatpromotion@gmail.com. Serious inquiry though. Let's see the vote. 7 votes. Guys, listen, I'm about to log off because I have an appointment and I have to, I pulled over and did this live. Did you all subscribe? And listen, did you all subscribe? I hope you're subscribed, man. Subscribe to the podcast, guys. Don't be a hater. Congratulate. You know what I mean? It's a new platform. It's only 3 years old. Let's play this voice record again. That the president would benefit from him in a work capacity if he were sentenced to life without parole? I say yes. From my experience, not only just in prosecution, but as former ward and even as a jail administrator, it's someone that's young, healthy. In reality, we need that labor, we need that sweat.
We have that, so we put these young girls to work, sweat equity out of them since they are young and actually can do the work. And Gathright before jurors and Florida, what does a life sentence without parole mean? Department of Corrections means from the minute they're brought in, they're assigned an inmate number. He will be assigned an inmate number, and when he dies and leaves in the body bag, he will still have that inmate number. And then, Florida, and not water and the fence of a secure facility.
There it is. You heard it. And we're going to end it with that. You heard it. You heard it, guys. I don't have nothing to say. You heard it. The jury, the judge has spoken. Anyone have anything to say? I guess not. The chat is quiet now. That's reality right there. Reality has struck. I'm 20 years old. You mean to tell me I could do 30 years and I'm 50? There is no parole board. There's no lawyer appeal. There's no board review for good behavior. There is no new evidence coming out to appeal the case. Life in prison. Life in prison. Life in prison. It is not a game, young people. It is not a game. It is not a game. It is not a game. So, all your people abroad, or home, don't be a number. Don't be a number like Sean Gathright. He's a number. You heard what the guy said. I'm not speaking like oh, I'm making up these things. You heard? Should I play it again? Should I play it again? Should I play it again? Mr. Gathright, physical abilities, things like. Listen up again. What capacity if you were sentenced to life without parole? My experience, listen to when he said when they first come in. That former board and even as jail administrator, he's someone that's young, he's healthy. In reality, we need that Uber, we need that sweat. Huh. Jail administration, we have that, so we put these young girls to work, get some sweat equity out of them since they are young and actually can do the work. Talk about and Gathright before jurors.
Florida, what does a life sentence without parole mean? Life Florida Department of Corrections means from the minute they're brought in, they're assigned an inmate number. He will be assigned an inmate number, and when he Department of Corrections means from the minute they're brought in, they're assigned an inmate number. He will be assigned an inmate from the minute they're brought in, they're assigned an inmate number. Means from the minute they're brought in, they're assigned an inmate number. Okay, you heard that? From the minute, no names no more. You're who? What's your number? Inmate 56544. Inmate 56544. Inmate 56544. You are a number. You are not Sean no more. You are a number. You are just a number in the system. And guess what? You are just a statistic now. You are a number. A number come and go. There's a number after you. There's many numbers after you. So you think you're just going to be the only number? No. Go fall in line with your number. So you want to give up freedom because you love the street so much. You love negativity so much that you want to give up your freedom. Okay. You did. Hear this now. Closing. 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 Listen. Check this out now. For the people in the live. Press like, share, and subscribe to the platform. Closing now. Closing. King Solomon said there's a time to break down and there's a time to build. Okay now. This young man still have life. Of course, you're going to have to adapt to the jail lifestyle. Yes, you're going to very quickly going to have to adapt. But hear this now. I'm not talking that. Sometimes when you're going to be an impact to others, but you don't know your own impact and worth because you are influenced or led or lack the knowledge of being ignorant, you went astray. And sometimes because of your own doing or choices, the Most High said, go ahead and do it because you're going to learn the hard way. And sometimes you got to learn the hard way because your impact that you're going to make on people is going to be massive. It's more than you. So you have to go through the fire to be refined, to be refreshed, to be burnt, to be chastised, to be punished, to be dealt with, consequences to learn. So the good point is you just have to say, Lord, there's nothing else for him to do. You have to surrender now. Surrender to who? He already surrendered to the negative vibes, and look what the negative vibes got to him. So is he going to say, no, let me give the positive vibes a turn. Let me see how the positive vibes could work out. That's the only thing that could work out positive for him now.
to acknowledge God. That's a good thing. That's a positive note. Are we going to leave it on that? We're going to leave it on that because only God himself could help him now. Because man ready put his judgment and seal him for life. But what man seal, God can unseal. Right? All right. Through what? Through righteousness and forgiveness. Yes, it's a bad crime. And he's being dealt and paid for it very severely. Extremely. Right? So we can't judge him now because he's already been judged. We can't say nothing now. Or he deserved he deserved he begged for his life. You see how the Most High work? Oh, you begged for your life. He begged and got life in prison. You don't think that punishment? For many years, he's gonna live with this guilt and know that he can't get out. Come on, people. But listen, the enemy planned for the wickedness, and the Most High could turn it and use it for good because of his impact, what he could do for God's people. We don't look at it like that, not true. All right, guys, love you guys. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for subscribing. And I'm out. I have an appointment, guys. I have to go. All right, guys. I'll be on later. Later, will be on. Frank, Richard, everybody else in the live. Thank you for coming in this morning, man. I appreciate it. It's 11:19. I have an appointment in about 20 minutes, 25 minutes, and I have to go. Peace and love and blessing, and treat people how you want to be treated with love, manners, and respect. One love. All right.